How's it going, everyone? My name is Jovani and welcome back to another video. You might be wondering why I am wearing a Holley EFI shirt right now. And you might be saying, didn't you just make a video talking badly about them? Yeah, I did. But Holley reached out to me. Well, not Holley. Someone from Holley who watches the channel reached out to me after I made that video. And look what we have here. You got a brand new Holley sniper system. Now, first off, I'm still going to be completely brutally honest with whatever happens after this. I don't think that you should have to have a YouTube channel like mine, and hope that somebody knows of your YouTube channel to, you know, have Holley reach out to you and send you a new system. If you guys remember in the video, they offered me a coil, which I took, and this got here before the Holley system got here. The only reason I have a new Holley system right here next to me is because I posted that video on Facebook to a Holley group and someone reached out to me. I don't think I want to give out his name or anything. He basically just said, hey, like, I don't think that he gave you the right diagnosis. I think that's a sniper issue. We're going to send you a new sniper. You RMA yours back, and you know, we'll take care of it. So that was cool. They also sent me a t-shirt, as you can see, and some stickers. But like I said, I don't think that you should need some sort of clout or anything to be able to get a fix for your issues. So what we're going to do, we're still going to try to figure out what went wrong. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and install the new coil because they gave me one and they thought that that was the fix. So we'll try the new coil first, see if that fixes it. And if that doesn't fix it, then we will move on and install the new sniper system. In addition to the new sniper system, I have a throttle body spacer, or a carb spacer, technically. So we're gonna throw that under. I guess it's well known that you should use a carb spacer underneath these because it gets rid of the whistling sound that they usually make. If we can get this thing started, you know, that'll be great. And then I also went and bought a USB cable so we can actually plug my laptop into it and use the Sniper EFI software. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this coil plugged in, try to start it. If it doesn't start, we'll move on to the sniper system. Either way, I'm throwing this new sniper system on because why not? Here's our new coil. We'll go ahead and throw this on there. The thing is, if this isn't a fix, this would be the second time now that I was sent a part that was not the fix to my problem. And I personally, I kind of have a problem with that. The guy that reached out to me, he seemed very knowledgeable, and you know, Holley, if you're watching this, all your tech should be like that. I'm not going to like call out anyone for not being helpful or anything. I know it's just a job. I don't know how well you guys are being paid over there at Holley, but you deserve probably more than what you're getting. But the thing is, you know, the guy that reached out to me, he's a good guy. Holley, you should definitely take care of people like that. That's what your tech support should be striving to be, is like him, and you know, go above and beyond for your customers, because at the end of the day, we're the ones spending, you know, upwards of $2,000 on your systems. We just deserve to have them work. All right, here's our new coil. There's our old one. I'm not gonna do anything other than unplug the old one and plug it in this one. Not even gonna mount this one yet. I'm just gonna plug it in, see if it starts. And obviously I will mount this back up, but this is just for testing purposes. Okay. All right, that's plugged in. We need to reconnect our Holley cable here. Okay, that's plugged in, that's plugged in, that's plugged in. Let's go try it out. All right, battery's dead. I'm gonna go get the charger on it. Alright, and just as we suspected, the coil was not the fix, so now I have a spare coil. I did end up returning my CDI box to Summit because it was brand new. Don't have an extra CDI box, but I have a spare coil now, which is neat, I guess. So now it's time to just go ahead and open up the Holley sniper and let's just install it. This one is supposed to be brand new. Check the numbers on here. 90024072. So we'll match that to our sniper. It should be the same, you know, maybe an updated serial number or something like that. All right, so we got our phenolic spacer here. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Don't remember where I got it, probably Summit Racing. But one problem I am seeing is I actually cut my studs at some point. They might not be long enough for the spacer, so I might have to go buy some carb studs. Anyway, I got a 1/2-inch spinny boy here. So we'll just loosen this up, take it off, unbolt all my stuff over there, and that should be good enough. And I'm not even gonna show this part because you guys have already seen me install this whole thing, so I'll catch you in a second. So I try to have, you know, at least something you can learn in every one of my videos. Not all of them, but I try to have at least something that you can at least pick up, maybe something new you didn't know. Some things might seem like obvious. A lot of you old timers, you have already seen everything, and but the thing is, you guys didn't have YouTube back then, and you probably picked up what you know off of a friend, an old timer, someone taught you what you know. So I at least want to do the same. This is something really simple. Like I said, you probably already know this, but if you're ever trying to remove a stud like this, just stack your nuts. Stack your nuts together, get 2 of the same size wrenches, squeeze them down real tight, and then just turn the bottom one. And that will loosen the stud. I really like when some of you guys put your info down in the comments, put in helpful hints, tips, stuff like that, because not everyone has the same level of knowledge as you, and at the end of the day, it's good to just share some of that knowledge, you know? You never know who might see your comment and find it useful. So anyway, I did end up finding some longer studs, so we'll get these in there. Get this thing finished up. Alright, so we got the old system off. Now it's just time to put the new one on. Alright, so in addition to the new system, I went ahead and just bought a couple things. These are all from a company called EFI System Pro. This is not sponsored, I just decided to buy through them. They sell this Holley Y cable, which is pretty neat because basically I can connect one end here to the sniper, route it through my truck, and then I'll be able to plug in both a USB for diagnostics and tuning, and then run my little 3.5-inch screen off of the other end. So bought that, and then like I said, I bought the Holley USB cable. I just realized it is actually Holley branded, so no matter where you buy it, it's probably the same price. So again, the EFI System Pro. And then I bought this. This is a progressive linkage for the Holley. By the time the butterflies open 40% in the back, the fronts will start to open instead of all 4 of them opening at the same time like they currently do. This just helps for like easier tip in, better gas mileage, stuff like that. So yeah, so we'll get these things on there. I'm gonna route this cable up into my cab, and then we're pretty much ready to go. We'll clean up the wiring and stuff. I just want to see this thing start first. Alright, so we're pretty much all wrapped up here. I'm just finishing up the fuel lines, and then we'll be able to test it. Like I said, we'll have to come back and clean up some wiring. We don't want any EMI issues or RFI. So we're just gonna get everything working, running, and then we'll clean up this wiring. I'll probably route things a little bit differently than last time just to rule out any RFI. I didn't have any RFI issues anymore, so hopefully that trend continues. So we installed the progressive throttle linkage. We have that's inside the cab now. We just have to connect our handheld to it. We got both of our main Holley connections made here, and then we have our O2 sensor plugged in, coolant temp sensor plugged in. So that should be about everything. I'm just gonna pick up all my tools here, and then we'll go inside and try it. Alright, so since this is a brand new ECU, we're gonna have to run through the installer again. That's no big deal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna key on. All right, so everything's been initialized. Let's go ahead and give it a crank. Let's see if it starts. I'm actually gonna cycle the key one more time just to make sure it primes. All right, it should be primed. There we go. It was a ECU issue, not a coil like we suspected. So thanks to the guy from Holley for reaching out to me. I don't think this would have been fixed any other way. So crappy part is we gotta basically run through the entire tune all over again. I had this thing dialed pretty well, but now obviously all that's reset. So we'll have to do all that again. Luckily this time I could use my computer so we can really dive into it. But you know, Spagooter's back up. Sounds pretty good. So yeah. All right, so with the Holley Sniper, before any like actual learning happens on the ECU, it has to get up to operating temp. Quickest way I know how to do that is just take it for a ride up and down the street. So we have to do that in order to change the IAC or adjust the IAC position, which is your intake air sensor. I don't know, but yeah, I mean it's running, it's on. Just need to get some heat into it so we can do that, and the truck will start learning, or the system will start learning itself. And yeah, we can finally move on from this chapter, hopefully. So now that it's in learning mode, we can go up and down the street a few times, get a few pulls, and just make sure that everything's good. It was a little bit boggy there when I first drove it, but it hadn't been learning yet, so it needs to learn these fuel trims and all that. So let's just go ahead and get a nice little cruise in.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bradley May. And it is a bad thing. But you want me to show you my dogs? It's going to be very cool. My dad's is right there in the window. Those are all his cars. And you want to see my house? There it is. I live in a small house. But it has a rooftop, but we don't have stairs.
Alright guys, so here's where we're at. I got the truck idling decent. My IAC, I mean, it's just stuck at 20. I don't know what that's all about. It's idling fine though. I'm sitting at, let's see, 25 degrees at idle. What I've told you guys in the past, I'm not a tuner. I know very little when it comes to tuning. Never used the software before, but basically I just set my base idle at 25 right now, my base idle spark. I have the idle fueling at about 14, just a little bit fat, nothing crazy. I can always dial that back and the computer should learn some of that better. Sitting right around 14 AFR. 14 AFR at 750, 770-ish RPM. I've got the engine warmed up. Honestly, all I care about right now is just idle and like cruising. If I could just get a run in without the engine stalling, doing anything else, I'm gonna call it good from there. Still not 100% satisfied with the system. Just, I don't know. I just, like I've told you guys, I lack a lot of confidence in the system now. I'd like to put 100 miles on it before I can change that opinion. But let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Alright guys, and that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, the truck, it runs, it drives. It's going to take a lot of time to get it back to where it was, or get it back to be perfect, or at least close to perfect. It's not perfect right now, but it's what we have. Am I completely satisfied with the Holley system yet? No, not exactly. I'm still looking into other options. They probably will involve some Holley stuff just because that's what is out there right now. There's not much else to add to this other than, you know, the truck runs and drives. It was an ECU issue like I had originally thought. And luckily for me, Holley did manage to fix that for me by sending me a new unit. So as always guys, if you guys have any questions, any at all, you can hit me up on Instagram at Jovani Dante, Facebook /Jovani Dante Griego. I also have been streaming on Twitch lately. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Jovani Dante. That's all from me guys. I will see you guys in the next one.